Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Darkest Dungeon. We've been basically rebuilding after sort of a terrible setup that we had with that Cthulhu mission, but we're past that to the point where we at least have finances again. We can go out on medium missions. It's not the end of the world, so maybe we will actually try a medium mission here. We really can't afford to do a level 3 mission because we don't have any squad members who are level 3, unfortunately. Could we do a level 2 mission, though? I think... Or, sorry, not level 2, but a level 1, like, long mission. I think it's conceivable. That is medium... Sorry, not long, but medium. Medium. I kind of like that. Plus 10% virtue chance, maybe? Arbalist only. -1 speed, but plus 30% move resist, plus 30% move skill chance. It's short, though. It will wait on that. And start doing a long one instead. Do we need deeds? We could deal with deeds. Steady bracer, plus 10 accuracy for range skills. It could be useful on someone like Nick. So how are we gonna set up our squad? I think we want me at the back to the melody of roll it slow, but now I gotta get up in it fast, but I'm gonna finish. You get the idea. And then we can... Bear is our A-team Crusader, but he's in penance right now to get stress relief. So we could roll Kate and Arumba, kind of like a mixture of the two teams we've been running so far. Stun rise, stun set. I guess maybe we have 4 stuns on this team, or 4 stunners at least. I'm about to give these guys 4 stunners. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Daddy, please don't meme. Also, John Cena doesn't give the Stone Cold Stunner. That's Stone Cold Randy Savage, if I remember correctly. All right, we're going to the Wields. We need a shovel, maybe 2. I like to take 16 food. That's 18 food. I like a stack and a half is what I'm trying to say. I think if we take like 1 medicinal herbs, that's like free food for us later as well. And we'll try to take 16 torches. A bandage. We'll find a use for it. I don't think we need a key necessarily. I mean, our inventory is pretty freaking full. Alright, let's roll with it. This is, a poison-rich area, so I'm slightly scared, but so far so good. We've been playing relatively well. Oh, I didn't think of anybody. Trinkets, but apparently you can give them trinkets in the mission now. That's a new thing, I think.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves.
Oh, you can only give them trinkets in the game if you brought the trinkets along with them. Well, at least Kate's outfitted with our trinket that gives her a good virtue chance. That was a stupid mistake. Complete 100% of room battles, so we probably have to go in both directions here. Found a box. Stashed heirlooms. So our inventory starts to get full. Beast carcass. Something has recently mutilated this. Medicinal herbs allow us to pick up 6 extra food. Is that worth 200? I think it's roughly worth 200, right? We got 2 jelly bones here. Son, you've got a full-blown case of what is known as jelly bone. It's like a unicorn's reference, I guess. Wow, Nick is happy to be back in the saddle again. These guys are done. There's just like nothing that can stop us from killing them very easily.
A faint hope blossoms.
We're gonna crack a torch before we go in here. I like to keep our enemies surprised, even though we do have some squad members who get a little bit worse when the torches are heavy. I imagine I'll probably try to treat that at some point so that we can roll my torch-heavy strategy. Might as well dig into this. The sack's contents are yours. That's, those were my custom-ridden marriage vows. That's not true. I think I've used that joke before. My humor has not evolved in the past year, apparently. Okay, we got a room battle. And no room battle, so we could actually turn back after this. Pack contains loot. Sure. Inventory's getting real freaking full. We could surprise them. We didn't, but they're pretty weak enemies. Alright. Considering that none of them have more than 10 HP, I think you just go for the kills. So, maybe just try to hit the, what's your bleed? 40? I guess both your bleeds are going to be 40, so we'll go for it. Nick crits again, man! That's the sequel to Nick's Crits, the smash hit film of the century. I guess go for the one you have a better chance to kill. Ah, we still missed, unfortunately. Well, not missed, but didn't quite get the kill. So we might get bitten. On the bright side, it's a decent chance to use your anti-venom if he gets blighted. And we'll just break through here. This should finish the job. Finish the job on one of them, left the other one on 1 HP, but that effectively finishes the job either way, because now we just hit. Two more deeds. Nothing too serious, but not too bad. I guess we have no more medicinal herbs, so we're not getting any free food. We haven't been hit yet, though, so I'm not too worried about our food situation. The debuff is going to last into the first round of the next fight, so maybe we'll try, like... That's a great question. I have no idea what we're going to try with our Hellion to try to mix this up. Web, probably lower speed. No, they resisted something, but they got marked. They still got the debuff from themselves. That's what it is. Blinding Gas, 75% chance to stun each. These guys are... they could be blighted, actually, so what about a Plague Grenade? Does 1 damage and then 4 points of blight, so it wouldn't actually kill them in 1 hit. I think you go for the stun instead then. Good, we got a little bit of a lucky dice roll there. First stuns have come off, but at least we prevented them from doing an attack. Kate gets bitten again. You know what they say, twice bitten, twice shy. I think that we go for a kill. Might as well try to hit the units at the front, so a breakthrough or like a zealous accusation can finish the job there, which is exactly what's going to happen here. Start by using the anti-venom. So she's healed. We also get more inventory space. Barbaric Yop, pretty good chance to stun the ones at the front, but it also does no damage. So I think we break through and hope for a lucky 1 or 2 kills. We get 2 kills there. That's pretty good. Zealous Accusation could finish the job here, but it's kind of unlikely. It killed 1, left the other one on 2 HP, I think. Yeah, hopefully we get to go first, and we do. And Nick finishes the job. What, no crit this time? Ooh. Houndmaster only, unfortunately. We haven't seen a Houndmaster. We should probably fire one of our duplicate classes and get a Houndmaster. Heirloom chest. We'll use our key. Frees up an inventory spot. Gives us a torch. Didn't give us quite as much as I really wanted. That's okay. I think we can afford to spend some torches, so I think, like, why not move into this room, check this out. The sack is empty. Come on, the sack is empty. It's my Guided by Voices tribute band. Okay, can't touch that. Crack a torch, keep our stress low. It's going extremely well so far. Like really, really, really well. We have no need to camp yet. We could try to fit in. I remember it being an ideal strategy, or an optimal strategy at least. We'll eat. Good excuse to get everyone healed up at least a little bit. We got tons of food. Probably took way too much, but it's an optimal strategy to camp as late into the mission as possible if you can afford to wait. That way you actually get the benefits of you know, being able to be super stacked when you go into your final fight. Like, everybody's going to have the lowest stress that you would expect them to have. Everybody's going to have the highest HP you'd expect them to have. Now we're in unforeseen territory here. We do get to go first, man. Stun resist 10, stun resist 25. I think that's worth trying a blinding gas. Nice. Both stuns came out. And then they come off, probably. But at least we kept them from doing an attack this turn. That's the whole point. I think we go for the Cultist Acolyte first. The reason being that a breakthrough will still hit them. And I think a breakthrough might be enough to get the job done, but actually it's looking kind of close here. It's not going to do 9 damage, unfortunately, so maybe you try to go for the stun on these guys at the front instead, but I'd rather do the damage and then we get a debuff and then use our stun that already does 0 damage when we are already debuffed, instead of debuffing ourselves for our future attack, thus making it like a lot worse. Unfortunately, I probably should not have handled this in the way that I did. We pretty much have to go for either a stun or a smite. I'm gonna go for a smite, so in the future, that unit can be killed by like a double attack of some sort. I think we go, what's your blight resist? 20, 10? Okay, so definitely like plague grenades at the back. Hopefully will result in... that's the worst case scenario, man! The Cultist Acolyte would have been lethal by blight, but she resisted it. Luckily we resisted the move backwards. That breakthrough also had like a very suboptimal whiff for us. That's going to be a high stress attack. Spread out though. Yeah, we've kind of eaten shit on a couple of these, unfortunately. This guy's pretty close to death. There's no reason to go for a stun. I think we just go basically melee attacks now. What's your HP? 5? 5. So you do need to be hit again. That's so annoying. Stress is getting ramped up, but it's not that impossible to deal with. We could hack. It's not gonna get the kill. Are you kidding me, man? Every time we end up like just shy of where I want to be. Okay, you start with the plague grenade on these jokers back here. He gets blighted again. He's dead. He's taking 8 damage next turn. We should have probably just healed Kate, actually, now that I think about it, but this way we got nothing to worry about. Why don't you heal Kate? I never use my Crusader to heal people, but this time it seems to make some sense.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. It's a badass expression, Wayne July. I don't know if you wrote that, but either way, the way you said it really took it to the next level. Inventory is very close to being full, so we can camp and get rid of some of it. But, we're getting close. This might be room battle, so I probably should have cracked the torch if I'm going to stick to that strategy. It's debatable whether or not this strategy is the right strategy for me right now, but, you know, if that's the strategy I'm going to roll with, we should stick with it.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed.
Man, this is like a very loot-heavy mission. We get a little scouting. So we're going to have combat, no combat, and we can't see further ahead, unfortunately. So we know we're about to have combat as we enter here. We eat again. We're going to eat like so much food when we camp. It's going to be awesome. It's going to give us some inventory space. Everyone's going to get a little less stressed out. This is a pretty easy assortment of enemies, made even easier by the fact that they're surprised. So I think we open with probably a stun. Even though they're surprised, I'd rather go for the stun than the blight, because if we go for the blight, they're still going to get a turn on this turn. It's just going to be their final action. They're going to go after us. This way, we can at least stop them from doing anything. Barbaric, Yop, or Breakthrough. Honestly, actually neither. I think we just go for the KO. Take out the 2 units at the front. Not that they can really do that much damage anyway, but why not, right? It's actually kind of an unfortunate use of my resources there. Should have hit a unit at the back, because we could have one-hit that jelly man anyway. But this way we got rid of 1 corpse, but I don't know if that's really that worthwhile. So hopefully, because they came off stun last, we get like another almost free turn. These guys, not very good bleed resist, so let's go for the hit on our middle unit. That was a miss. It happens. Don't get too bent out of shape about it. Try to hit the unit in the middle. 4 damage and a self-heal that's meaningless, basically. And some stress. 15 is not insignificant. 13 is slightly less significant, but still not fantastic. Just take the likely KO, although unfortunately it missed. Okay, we'll go for the smite here. Oh my god, what is the dodge stat on these guys? It's getting ridiculous. Alright, 7 damage. Bleed. You're dead. You're not dead. You got 1 HP left. Oh! Nick! I need Nick's crits! Alright, well, they are dead now. So we might as well, honestly, probably throw out a heal on Kate here. Nick being at the front doesn't bother me that much. It does bother me maybe that Kate's going to be further behind, but she can still use a breakthrough and that'll push her up anyway. Unfortunately, though, that will also push my Crusader back, and he's not going to have anything to do except heal. So I think instead we'll use our bleed attack. Does 6 damage, inflicts bleed for 2 points, and then I guess we have our Crusader heal again, because this unit's dead anyway, and he can't hit anybody else. Either that or he moves forward 1, but I don't think that's... It doesn't matter too much. This game's going to be over in like 2 turns anyway. So sure, throw out a heal on Kate, just because A, she's my wife, B, she can't afford to be too much more stressed out. Alright, Nick goes for... I mean, the incision is so worthless here. I guess you do emboldening vapors on the Hellion, so that if she does breakthrough, her damage isn't horrible.
Unforeseen.
We should probably do if it bleeds instead. There you go. That's why I said, like, it doesn't make sense for us to rearrange. Because we're about to be fine,
Seize
regardless.
this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
I almost feel like we should camp, because we're getting pretty close to the end. But also our inventory is totally full. So, let's crack this camp here. We'll eat 8 food for sure, because we can afford to. Stress relief is pretty good. And let's try to make sure nobody has to get help after this. So try to reduce someone's stress. Self, reduce stress by 10, heal 20. Nah, I mean, it's good for the buff, but reduce stress. Reduce stress. Reduce stress by 20, but makes everybody kind of worse. Self, reduce stress by 15. All companions reduce stress by 15. That's pretty good. Alright, everybody's looking pretty good now. Maybe we can use abilities that buff us for the future. Prevents nighttime ambush. The nighttime ambush honestly doesn't bother me that much. Prey gives us plus protection for some combats. It also reduces stress if you're religious, which 2 of our units are, but they don't need it. One companion plus 10% accuracy plus 10% dodge for 4 combats. That could be pretty good as well. Plus 10 accuracy for 4 combat. Well, we can do like a 3 and a 4. So I'm kind of thinking, like, why don't we bless Kate? She's kind of our principal damage dealer, and plus 10 accuracy will help. And then why don't we pray? She'll get reduced stress. Everybody else will get slightly reduced stress, and everybody will get better protection. So that seems sensible to me. And if we have a nighttime ambush, we have a nighttime ambush, right? Like, it happens.
The match
we didn't.
Struck.
Now we can actually go to this camp and see if there's anything in here. A map of the area, so we'll get more scouting, potentially. It was a little bit of an early pop on the camping, but I did it to try to get the maximum loot that we could expect to get here. We also just made some more inventory space with that shovel, and we got 3 little silkworms here. Probably just go straight up for the kill. And it's Nick with Incision, hot and fresh out the... Where do you think you get trained if you're doing this? But I don't know. Mama rolling that body, got every man in here wishing. I did barbaric, not barbaric job. I did breakthrough there because there was a chance that, wow, that's unfortunate. But there was a chance that she got both kills because she didn't. Nick gets stunned and also some stress. Way to go. Bet you feel great right now. She does get debuffed, which is maybe considered unnecessary for us. But we don't have combat in the next room anyway. I had to double check. I didn't know in advance, but good to know. I think the A team's gonna, well, it's not the A team. It's kind of like the, no offense to Arumba, it's like the A team plus Arumba. Which could be a super group, or it could be, you know, a slight compromise. Just because Bear Taffy's a little bit more experienced right now. Oh my god, you're gonna give me a nut. I took 2 shovels. I can't believe.
Without tools of iron.
That's so shitty. But that's RNG for you sometimes. At least it's not enough stress that we're so, like, we're screwed, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But it is enough stress that I don't feel great about sending them on another mission, but we probably won't have much choice in the matter. Should have saved our camping until after that, apparently.
The light,
didn't see that one.
Safety.
13 more stress damage. Well, Nick's probably kind of screwed. Eerie spiderweb. Torch? Is where the shot. Holy water? I don't know. Nope. All right. We'll just ignore it for now. Give it a try. We're learning something new every day. So I guess our next room is where the final room battle will be in. Where next? Probably straight ahead. Me is my assessment of the situation.
In radiance.
And
victory.
10 stress damage and blight. So annoying. The sack is empty. Man, things have gone so terrible for us here towards the end. We probably should have eaten a little bit before this final encounter, but at least it looks like a fairly easy encounter. So, what do you think? Do you go for the stun, or do you go for the blight? Let's try going for the blight. Let's just see how it works out for us. You know, that's... Effectively, that's like 13 damage that we just did. It's just going to take some turns to get there. I guess it makes a little bit more sense to stun them after you've blighted them. Because they're going to get the same number of actions, but this way they get blighted during their stun, so they're killed like maybe 1 turn or on average like half a turn faster or something. I do want to put these guys in lethal range if possible, so let's do that. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if they died. It's good that they died. I don't want them to be able to do more stress attacks. You know, you're automatically healed at the end of a mission, but you're not automatically de-stressed. You gotta pay for that. Nice crit. Actually means that Zealous Accusation will be able to get 1. And oh, what? He's got 1 HP left? I didn't even consider the possibility. Alright, Nick is gonna be out for a mission. He's getting a little too stressed out. 55 stress puts him in the danger zone. You are dead to Blight, so I'm not worried about you. Honestly, you might as well go for the easy kill, right? Like, give a little bit of stress relief, maybe. And then your stun resist is 25%. Let's try a Yop. Sweet. So that gives us some extra time to get ourselves sorted here. Well, it gives us a free turn, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We do 5 damage. These guys must have pretty high protection. And then a miss. Very unfortunate.
Slowly.
Hopefully we go before this mushroom man.
This is how a life is taken.
That time we actually did some damage. And this could finish it. Nick's crits save the day once more. Beautiful. I was gonna say, if that's not the end of the mission, we got a real problem. We're gonna return to the hamlet. It doesn't make sense not to. We got an uncommon steady bracer, which is okay. Mostly this is, again, just setting ourselves up financially. Anyone level up? Yeah, Kate's level 2 already. Nick's getting closer to level 3. I got nothing here. Obsessed with cleanliness. Okay. Weapon Tinker, minus 20% weapon upgrade cost. That'll save us a little gold. Believes is possessed by demons. Okay. But plus 2 speed of torches above 75. That's a positive thing. Everything else scares me a little bit. Dan Giesling, in a moment of pain and struggle, has lost faith. New quirk, Faceless. He will not, or sorry, Faithless. Faceless will be a little scary too, but will not pray or flagellate for stress relief. No, sorry, Dan, I need to look at you here for a second. Okay, so that's fine. I mean, I can just have you, like, gamble instead or something. Who needs stress relief? Nick is high enough that he needs some. But he doesn't need much. If I can just throw him in here and... There you go, 850 gold. Actually, can we upgrade the Abbey? No, we can't. Rob should probably get... What's your stress of 43? It's not strictly necessary, but it might be nice. But I kind of think that we should save our money here. Not save it, but use our money to instead upgrade our units. You know, invest in yourself is the best investment you can ever make. Get an extra cheaper cost to our upgrades here in the future, and we can get a 2nd level of armor. That's what we're looking for right now. So we probably need about 6,000 gold to keep ourselves in the money for the next mission. So we'll just use Bear, who will get himself the 2nd level of armor. I'll take my 2nd level of armor. Kate, take your 2nd level of armor. And, who did we run in the number 1 position there? A Roomba, but instead we did Bear, me, Kate, and, probably Nick eventually. But who are we going to take with us on this mission? Instead of Nick, we could roll Dan Giesling. Absolutely. And you know what? Let's give Dan a little bit of this and a little bit of that. 6,900, perfect amount. Now, we could throw away a unit. No offense meant to Ruka here. We can always rename another one Ruka, but we could throw away a unit to take a unit we don't have yet. Like a Highwayman, for example. Sorry, Ruka, it pains me to do this. But, you're being dismissed. You're fucking dismissed. Okay. And then we'll get Mathis 2.0 here. Not necessarily going to throw him out on this mission right away, but, oh, point blank shot could be pretty good if you also get the one that moves you forward. Do list advance. But we'll have to worry about that once we get a little later in. Mathis 2.0. Sweet. Thanks for watching. This is going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.